First Exposures is a photography-based youth mentoring program here in the Bay Area.
This is a great exhibition from the inside out.
It's like a mini reunion. I'm seeing people here today that I have not seen in person in over 16 months.
I definitely came out of my shell in First Exposures.
It's something I'm super duper into. Like, I want to keep doing it.
Is this your first time seeing your work on the wall? We asked them, what is it like to feel stuck inside? What is it like not to see your friends?
Solitude and kind of looking inward.
Struggling with reality during the pandemic.
A lot changed that we couldn't be together in person, but a lot stayed the same. First Exposures was one of the things that was consistent.
We were able to still continue our work, even though it was apart.
Think back to 1993, back when photos were taken on film. That's when the program called First Exposures began. Well, a lot's changed since then, but as they move into this brand new building, it turns out some of the most important things haven't changed at all.
Oh, look who's here.
It's been almost a year and a half away from school, away from friends, away from so many things that made life colorful.
I can't go hang out with my friends and take pictures of them, so I had to take pictures of my surroundings, which I'd already seen before and felt like I couldn't get anything out of it.
For Delilah Ponton, last year felt kind of like this.
It's all just chaos, like no one's clipped the grass in the backyard, the garbage cans just turned over, just totally messy.
But for Sabrina Denman, 2020 was the year the world burned.
I feel like both climate and BLM is very important, and I feel like together they really juxtapose and fit together at the same time.
And for Emilio Perez, it was more like this mysterious man in a big hat.
It's just something that's lurking there. Like, when is this going to end? Or like, if this going to get any better?
In a difficult year, every struggle was different. And in this gallery opening on a quiet street in San Francisco's Mission District, teenage artists explore those struggles through photographs from the inside out.
Really just a chance to let them express what the pandemic's felt like for them through their eyes.
Eric Auerbach is the director of First Exposures, and Delilah, Sabrina, and Emilio are among the students who are about to graduate.
First Exposures is amazing. It definitely changed my life for like the better.
3 years ago, First Exposures matched up Delilah with her mentor, Alex Folks. They talk about photography and how to get your driver's license.
They definitely don't make you do that on the test, though. Oh, they don't?
And just about everything else.
Photography is what starts the mentoring relationship. It gives us common ground and something to build on, and then it just grows from there.
And that's what makes First Exposures unusual.
There's a lot of other youth photography programs around the country, around the world. But to our knowledge, we are actually the only one that does one-to-one mentoring like we do.
Auerbach spoke to us in the place where a lot of those relationships begin.
There's something really magical that happens in here.
The black and white darkroom at what was once the Rayco Photo Center.
This is the quintessential darkroom timer.
First Exposures does teach digital photography. In fact, they went all digital and all remote while schools were shut down. But over the years, the film classes have become more and more popular.
A dozen mentees crowded around this sink with trays of chemistry and their prints.
Watching images slowly develop before their eyes, it's an opportunity that's rarely found in the world of smartphones and social media, an opportunity to slow down.
Forcing people to slow down is a good thing. And to give a young person that opportunity to slow down is not something that typically happens.
That's sometimes even more true for the kind of young artists who are the focus of First Exposure's mission.
There's never good words to refer to this. The terms that we can kind of live with are words like under-resourced or underserved youth. People that have like that passion and that ambition and don't have those opportunities.
Opportunities to develop that passion and find their voice.
I met Jose 5 years ago. And I was, what was I, 13?
Yeah, 13.
I was 13.
We even have our photo from that first day.
Yeah.
That's on my fridge.
Tyler Banks had tried every hobby out there.
I think her mom was like, you know, this is the longest she's ever done a hobby. And I was like, oh, she goes, I think this one's really sticking.
Like a lot of First Exposures mentors, Jose Portillo is not a professional photographer. He's worked in art auctions, and photography is something he's always enjoyed.
When I met Tyler, that's why I got a nice camera, because I was starting to do more photography and I really learned as she was learning as well.
When we went to film, he really helped me with that because I had no idea what I was doing and Jose had a lot of experience.
But beyond helping her process film, Jose helped Tyler process life.
And like encouraged me to be creative. I never had that type of adult in my life.
He pushed her to find meaning in her photos.
There was a great image that we were just playing around and everyone loved. I think that was the first time I saw you put a message behind a photo. And then it's been messages ever since.
Yeah.
Tyler went on to do a whole series about hair.
This message about me and my beauty and my community and us feeling beautiful and us feeling united.
Now she's headed off to college to study photography with a strong interest in photographing fashion.
I just love the person that I'm becoming and like that I continue to go to be. And I think Jose has really like encouraged that.
Now the program itself is packing up to start a new chapter.
These will be coming with us to our new space, so we're pretty excited to have these.
As the old darkroom shuts down and in-person learning returns, First Exposures is getting a new home right in the heart of the Mission District.
Right here in front of us will be where our new darkroom is.
Soon it'll echo with the sounds of a new class of mentees crowded around a steel sink, learning about art, a little chemistry, and a lot of patience.
For the very first time ever, we have a space that is just ours.
A space to take risks.
If you make a mistake, it's like not a big mess up. It's just very accepting.
A space to be heard.
It's people that have the same interests, so it's like a judgment-free zone. You can really like express yourself freely without like being scared of like someone saying something negative.
A space to belong.
You have to kind of find your niche, and sometimes it just finds you. And I think that this is what happened with First Exposures. It just found Delilah.
We're gonna have classes supposedly out here.
Right there.
Yeah.
For this year's mentees, there will be outdoor classes.
1, 2, 3.
And chances to try new technologies.
Ah, I look so tiny.
And as the graduates head off to new adventures, they'll take new cameras with them as parting gifts. But they'll also take newfound confidence.
That came out really nice.
Does your mom like flowers?
And a view of the world that's uniquely their own.
Printed on metal.
Yeah.
It'll seem different.
Expensive printing.
It's really not though.
I know.